Hi, what's up everybody? So yeah, you saw the title. I am thinking about leaving Poland, but the answer is not what you think. Let me explain. So the short answer is yes, but the long answer is no. I feel like my time here in Poland has been really amazing actually because I did not expect to stay here that long. I initially came for 2 months, which eventually became 6 months, which became a year, which became now me applying for residency, and I'm learning to speak Polish. So Polish is a very difficult language, but it is an extremely rewarding process. And I just found myself really falling in love with this country the more time that I spend here. I have a lot of foreigner friends who have been here much longer than me, and they all have the same feeling. I can understand when people come here and if you're looking for a little bit of fun, a little more adventure, Poland may not be the best place because it's a stable country, and I think it's a really amazing place to raise a family. And in the point of my life I'm at right now, you know, I want to set down roots somewhere and not be traveling all the time. One of the things that I really love about living here in Poland is that I feel like I don't have to hide who I am. Just who I am naturally, character-wise, I feel like really lines up with a lot of Polish values and principles, with their stance on their culture, their language, immigration, society in general. And maybe it's because I have East Asian descent that makes it a really good fit, because I feel like Polish people are actually a lot closer to Asians than they are to Western countries, and a lot of Polish people have said this as well. When I was in Colombia, I tried making the content that I make now, but people only really go to Colombia to party and for the women. I felt really pigeonholed with the kind of content that I could make because I tried talking about the culture and I tried vlogging about my life, but people were not interested in that. People only wanted to watch the videos about the women, right? Whereas here in Poland, I feel like it's a lot more balanced because I can talk about the culture, I can talk about history, I can talk about all the things that I'm interested in. And because Polish people speak English, I have a large Polish audience now, and that has been very rewarding. So going back to the topic of the video, why am I thinking about leaving Poland? Tony Robbins talks about how all humans have 6 basic needs. So 2 of the needs are the need for stability, but also the need for variety. You have to find a good balance that works for you. For this last year, I feel like I've been looking for stability, and I finally found that with living here in Krakow in a building that I like with friends that I know. And now my channel is finally doing well where I'm making a steady income. So everything seems to be quite stable now. For the last few months, I've really been thinking about moving to Warsaw, and I made the decision a couple months ago, which is why now I'm really organizing my life to move to Warsaw and committing there for like 3 to 5 years. When I'm in Warsaw, I don't think I'm gonna be traveling a lot. I think I'm really just gonna settle down, try to focus on my career and everything that I need to do for my life. So I've been thinking about going back to Asia for a bit, not too long, maybe about a month or so, being around my culture, my people again, because being in Poland is great, right? And Asians are accepted here. I always am aware that I am a foreigner in this country, even though there's a lot of Vietnamese that are treated just as Polish people, which is really, really nice. It's like a different feeling when I'm walking around and everybody looks like me. And I think this is one of the downsides of being a immigrant in a new country. It's really exciting, and I get to be one of the first, I guess, Asian influencers in this country, and there's a lot of opportunity that is going to come my way. But I'm usually one of the few Asian people amongst a sea of Europeans, and maybe, you know, you have some Africans or Turkish people here and there, but Poland is mostly homogenous. Even though Polish people are very welcoming and treat Asians with a lot of respect and dignity, I always kind of do feel like an outsider here. To be fair, because of my mixed background, I kind of feel like an outsider everywhere I go. Because even when I go to Asia, I still feel like an outsider because I look like everybody, but I don't speak their language. They have a different culture to me because I'm American, right? I've been really craving to go back to Asia for a while, and I feel like I want to do a big trip before I go and move to Warsaw, because once I go to Warsaw, because everything's going to be more expensive, I'm going to be paying more in rents, I'm going to be paying more for my lifestyle, I'm going to be going out more, trying to really set up my roots there. I'm not going to really have any time to travel anymore, and I'm thinking that this may be the best opportunity for me to do it. So some of the countries I've been thinking about traveling to are Malaysia, going back to Vietnam because I love that country, Korea, Japan, Taiwan, maybe visiting my family in the Philippines. So I really wanted to ask you guys, my audience, on what you guys want to see. Based on the comments and which countries get the most votes, then I'll look to make content in those places. At the end of the day, you know, my channel is supposed to be a travel channel, and I'm making all these videos about Poland, but I can't help feel like it's getting a little bit stale. And it's not that I'm losing interest in Poland as a country, right? That's one of the things that people have asked me is like, are you getting bored of Poland? And I'm thinking, no, I'm not bored of Poland at all. And I kind of want to travel again so I can get different data points, so be able to compare different societies. I feel like the source of a lot of my wisdom and why I think my videos are so entertaining is because of the fact that I'm super well traveled and I've been to all these places and I've been able to observe people. And I've seen quite a bit of Asia. I went a lot when I was a kid, but there's still a lot of Asia to explore. And I think my audience, especially my Polish audience, would really love that. Yeah, like leave a comment down below on what places you guys would like me to see. At the moment, I think I'm going to try to do more Southeast Asia, or I'm also considering potentially like doing Japan for a week and then Korea for a week and then the Philippines and then maybe Vietnam and see some friends. I don't know, like everything's up in the air right now. I'm just kind of debating on what I want to do. But if there's not a lot of interest for me to go to Asia, then I'll just stay here and keep on making this Polish content, right? So I guess I just want to ask you guys as my audience, what kind of videos do you guys want? When I go to Warsaw, it's going to be a lot of Polish videos again. It's going to be probably a lot of me vlogging my life there, the people that I meet, all my journey, everything that I'm doing. Maybe do some more music videos because I have some cool ideas for music videos that I want to do. I'm very thankful to this country because it provided me with a lot of things I did not know I was looking for until I came here. When I went through my divorce and I had to leave Colombia, you know, I feel like my whole entire life was not in ruins. That's so dramatic, right? But it felt like the whole entire rug was ripped from under me. And I was in this weird limbo phase where I didn't know who I was, right? Like a divorce does a lot to you. Amongst other things, it just makes you doubt all of the decisions that you made up to that point. And you really think about like, man, it's probably my fault that this happened, right? But is it because I'm a bad person? Is it because I have so many flaws? Like you really just go through a whole analysis of your life and all the decisions that you made leading up to that point. And I traveled through Asia for a bit and I felt like I was wandering, but as soon as I came to Poland, I felt like I was home. It's not just the people that I met here, but also just the culture I really enjoy. The appreciation that I've gotten from my audience is being able to make the videos that I've always wanted to make. There's just so many things that lined up as soon as I came here to Poland. Even though I'm not religious, I do believe in God. And I think all the journey and everything that I went through in order to get here led me to this point, which is why I'm super happy here in Poland. Because this is a travel channel, right? A lot of the times when I get approached for sponsorships, they want me to go out and travel, which is kind of a dream gig, right? So I denied a lot of those opportunities because I was really trying to build a base here in Poland, but I feel like the base is built and I'm kind of looking for that variety again. I can't wait to move to Warsaw. I'm kind of over Krakow now. I'm over my building now. Even though my building is great and I met a lot of really good people, it's also kind of a student dorm and I'm kind of sick of hanging out with a bunch of people like 18 and 19. Whereas when I go to Warsaw, I'm usually around people my age or I'm the youngest guy in the group. I love surrounding myself with higher caliber people. All the really intense high caliber people in Poland usually move to Warsaw. Yeah, so let me know what places you guys would like to see me travel to in the comments. Any country in Asia is open. I think like for the Polish audience, Japan and Korea are probably going to be the most interesting, but I love Vietnam and I really am thinking about going back to Vietnam too. So I'm open to anything. So leave your suggestions down below and I will catch y'all later. Peace.